like about Chris's start?
Strikes. And just attacked. I think all the kids did that. I thought they competed well. I think really that's what it was going to take. You're facing a guy that might be the best in the country in Campbell. So we knew this was going to be a tough task, and we knew that the runs were probably going to be really expensive, which they were. It wasn't much of an offensive night, but all the credit goes to the people that were on the mound. So I thought our guys really had to do well. They really had to command the ball and keep them off base.
Chris threw his fastball is good or better than I thought he'd ever thrown it. What's made that a better pitch for him this year?
I agree. I just think more command of it than anything else. I just think his fastball's commanded to, was commanded to areas before, and I think as he's gotten older, Chris, he's fine-tuned his ability to locate the ball. I think you could see that in his bullpens. I think if you ask Brownie would tell you that his bullpens have progressively been better, and I think older kids, they start commanding what they're doing off the field, and he's been able to do that.
Coach, we spoke earlier this week too, and you never know exactly what you're going to get in game one at the beginning of the season. But what was the biggest thing you took out of this one?
The pitching. I guess the obvious. It's what you guys saw. Just the ability to come in and throw strikes, and then when they did get on base, our ability to pitch out. Patrick did in the 7th. That was such a big double play in the 8th by a young freshman who just picked up the ball and threw a strike to second base, and Carter flipped it back over, and Riley fielding his position. Might have been a turning point right there. So good job by the guys. But I just think for the most part, the cleanliness of the pitching was the biggest thing.
When Pat struggled there, walking those two guys in a row on 8 pitches, what did Scott go out and say to him that calmed him down and made it work?
I don't know. I can't wait to take a shower and ask him. But I think what Pat did is he was able to command his emotions at that point because it was 8 straight balls, and then he came right back and got the next hitter out. So that's good for Pat. It's good for Pat to put himself in that situation, get himself out of that situation. He's still young. Pat hasn't had a lot of time here. It's 40-something innings, but not a lot of experiences, so he gets better every time out too.
Yeah, you talked about McIlvaine's kind of maturation with his command. Are you seeing that from Riley too? Obviously the fastball's electric, but how's that progress coming along with the fastball?
It's progress. It's better than it was last year, and he just wants to take more positive steps in that direction. I thought he competed well, though. I thought he competed well when he got down to that moment where he did put guys on base, and that's good stuff for him.
Seeing, pitchers with starting experience, coming out of the bullpen, what can that kind of pitching depth, do for your team this year?
Well, it's first time. So, it's first time Schultz has been in that situation. Not so much Riley. Riley's done that before, but I guess who knows? It's just one game, and we'll just kind of move with it. We did what we needed to do, and we'll see what kind of depth we have. I have really no idea what that's going to be yet.
Coach, did you enjoy opening up at home and not too bad attempts, but the crowd was good tonight?
It was good. I thought the beginning of the game was really good. You get in mid-February, and there's basketball still being played, but I think people were excited just to come to the games again and be out here, and I think that was exciting. Playing a very good opponent, and Josh's team. They're really good. Anytime you take an offense and settle them down, that's saying a lot. That was a nice accomplishment. But it's just good to get started again and everyone be together and watch these kids play baseball. You can say that throughout the country, so we're fortunate.
I know there wasn't a lot of runs to show for it, but it felt like your bats a lot of times were very competitive. Your work counts, didn't chase a lot. That's good pitching you face. How did you feel about what you saw out of your offense, even if it wasn't maybe the run total you might have liked?
Yeah, it was enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I thought we did a pretty good job of staying off the secondary pitches, the change-ups early. Marsh is tricky. He's really tricky. That's an SEC pitcher who's really good. And Campbell is, he's next level. He's an elite pitcher. So yeah, I thought we did a decent job. It wasn't a lot of hard contact, but that's kind of the nature of the game. But it's a step. I'm sure the younger guys or the guys walking out of here probably felt like can swing the bat as well, but listen, as I said, there's a reason for that, and we did enough. We kept them off the scoreboard, and we did what we needed to do against a very good team.
In a matchup like this against another top opponent, what does having those experienced hitters like Tate and Dom, do for your lineup?
Well, experience goes a long way. You don't win in the FCC with freshmen and sophomores. You win big games with older people, for the most part. It helps to have freshmen and sophomores who can help you, but you win with older kids. There's no doubt about that. And that we thought that was going to be the tricky part about, and will continue to be about that team over there. But Dominic and Tate had two pretty good swings that came at the right time, and then Bolger driving in a run with a guy at third base. So yeah, experience is good. Glad they came back.
Bolger coming into his own. Can you see that next step from his progression?
Yeah. Behind the plate too. He hasn't caught yet, but I can see it behind the plate too. He's catching the ball pretty well, but offensively, yeah, more comfortable. That second year makes a difference for some of these kids.
How'd you feel about how Dominic caught? I know it wasn't a challenge in terms of balls in the dirt and stuff like that. But
no, I thought he did really well. I thought the balls for Riley that were tricky that he kept in front of him. I thought Keegan did a really nice job. Anytime you get a group of guys that pitch like that, the guy on the other end has a lot to do with it too. And that pitching coach that we have is pretty good. So, okay, we'll keep him, right? I might as well just go up and offer some watch sometimes. Yep. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.